What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. So yeah, let's continue, man. Yeah, the story right now is a lot longer than I thought. Let's go to Blazewood. So yeah, we're gonna play as Vivian. I'm just kind of surprised because when I'm playing this right now, it's been like maybe a week since Soldier Zero Ambi was released, and I mean I thought it might feel a bit too early. Wait, what the heck? Okay, maybe we won't play as Vivian. We already got Ambi here in her Soldier Zero form. Okay, I guess that makes sense now. Okay, I can see how things are going maybe. But why is she in uniform now? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's because of the, related to the banner. Like they got to make her playable. But yo, where's where's Vivian?
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
Wait, what? We've already seen it.
I'm here to investigate that incident.
As you recall the incidents you experienced with Ambi and Trigger, the relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged into the video archives. If you have time. Oh, you should go and refresh your memories with them? Oh wow, so this one they really recommend you to play through Ambi's story. But like it kind of sounded weird where Wise said, what's with the new outfit? Because he's seen that before. But yeah, you really gotta play through that.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the
Okay.
operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity.
Yeah, okay, I guess now they're tying into the story here. Okay, did not expect that. I mean, in a way, I did expect it. It's just with the way the story has been pacing so far, like it just sounded like the Mockingbird would be like the main focus here. It kind of felt random in a way that the Opal Squad would be playing a part.
So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this, now that everything is completely finished. This uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. Ah, and who's this young lady?
There she is.
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
Hmm.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, they don't know anything about us right now. About our aptitude. Yeah, look at that. We're so happy.
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
You shoot a wink at Ambi and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears. Okay, I'm just wondering about that wink if that signals something where maybe to look after us. Like, look after Wise. Because maybe Vivian will not be, is not like trustworthy. Okay, who is this familiar-looking lady?
Huh,
Oh,
aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
what the heck? Tears? She's so sad.
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Anby from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Anby here. So if you'll excuse me.
Okay, I guess Anby is not going to be with us. I thought maybe this will be her way to be playable. Sienna steps aside with Anby as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Are we like trying to eavesdrop on the conversation here?
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves,
Oh.
why not join us?
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Okay, so we're still playing as Soldier Zero.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe Vivian will not be playable here, because we already got Trigger and all that. Lower level. I know we can just use the elevator, but I just felt like that was faster, in a way. Alright. Why did you suddenly decide to help Sienna? Proxy, do you believe in fate? I believe what you said before about the Chosen One. You still remember that? That was something else. Proxy, no, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head to the Hollow. Yeah, Vivian knows everyone, but she doesn't know that we're Phaethon. I'm just wondering what would happen if she did figure out that we're Phaethon. And here we go. So yeah, will Vivian be playable? I guess we'll find out. I don't expect her to be playable. Oh, okay, that scared me. Started to attack. Cause yeah, I don't know if they're like done with her character yet. I assume that, you know, what's on the bin right now is what they would want us to. Wait, is she helping us out? Wait, is she actually damaging? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's what I want, man. I want to be able to fight alongside with the party members. Man, I wish the game was like that. Like, it's understandable that they went this way, just because that's like that's kind of like the style. But man, I do prefer like just having a party member here with us. And it's an actual agent too. It's not like, I think there was like a robot that we fought with, or some like PubSec guy that we fought with, like a generic NPC. I know sometimes Yanagi would help us out when we first met them.
Now it's my turn to ask questions.
What is her weapon?
What exactly is it that you're investigating?
I thought that there was a blade, but she's got that umbrella thing, right? Is that her umbrella? Okay.
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Okay.
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Okay. You never seen them like recommend you to watch the story before playing through the main story, because I thought maybe they would just exist on their own, you know? You know, like side stories that don't really matter to the main story. Like, yeah, pretty much like filler episodes is what I thought those agent stories would be like.
I won't back down. Not bad.
Quick shot.
Dude, it feels so fun just playing with Vivian. So cool. I love it.
Right over. Leave it to me. Increase firepower. Sounds ready.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Alright. But you know, I'm guessing she would only just do basic attacks. But that's fine by me, man. Like, it's just cool to like fight alongside them.
This is the
That's all I
place.
like.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of his famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, but he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband. Wow. You're his father. Okay. You know, I thought maybe Vivian would know that. That sounds like an important detail. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it now anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given these circumstances, it's fine to tell you, it's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Anby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier. I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, and I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. Vivian and Sienna stepped aside to discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding a ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely grateful to you. Okay, that does sound very important. A wedding ring. Okay. Whoa. That scared me for a moment. You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly, there's no sign of the ring Sienna's looking for among these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I've brought some food with me. Thanks, I'm not hungry. Do I really look like I want to eat those leftovers? You actually do. Just a little bit.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
I mean, food is food. Wait, can we go there yet? I guess not.
Neither do I.
Okay. Oh, is it because it might be left there for a while since it's in the hollow? Maybe it might be disgusting. You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it over thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Oh? Here?
It's...
You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring inside a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Okay. A sign? You find some scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. Does Sienna really actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. Yeah, that's what I thought about too. But the thing is, I thought, you know, since it's a wedding ring, like, you know, that will probably be the most important item, in my opinion. If there's like one object to remember your significant other, it would probably be the wedding ring, in my opinion, unless there might be something else. I don't think, like, you know, his paintings would compare to a wedding ring. But, you know, maybe the wedding ring is an exception, you know? There's a lot of, like, sentimental value with it. But I don't know, you know, Vivian might be onto something. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back. Did she set us up? Oh, what?
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
Are we not going to talk about these guys?
I'm worried about Sienna.
The location should still be safe.
Oh, what if it's a bit darker? What if she, like, took her own life? Like the husband. Like, yeah, what if he took her to a place where, you know, no one would find her, and then she would just take her own life? I know it's a bit of a leap, but I'm just wondering why Vivian is so suspicious right now of Sienna. Like, is she gonna be gone now? I don't see her around right now. Oh. I think it might be what I said, maybe, I don't know. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed permanently, or peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
Jeez. Already, man, like, it just got dark there.
What happened?
No, I think she did it on purpose.
I guess this was her final scam.
Yeah. I knew it. You know, she's talking about her husband. You know, I was also, like, thinking about the Astra Yao story too. Where, you know, that one girl, like, lost the husband. And, you know, she did something crazy shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
What?
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here.
I knew it.
That's my plan.
I knew it like a minute ago. But wait, why is well, yeah, I'm sure Vivian, in a way, wanted to respect her decision. But, like, in a way, Vivian, I guess she tried to convince her to not do that.
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter.
Is that the reason? I thought it was because of the husband. That, you know, she wanted to commit not alive because of the husband.
So I scammed my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow?
Jeez.
That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. but it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
I like this this filter too of like a flashback. I don't think I've ever saw this before. After saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it.
Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna. Oh, that's why she was crying.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters.
Man. And I guess these are things where, you know, they're always going to happen, or you can't really change the future. What if, like, one part of the story, like Wise, like Vivian sees something where maybe Wise or Belle, whoever you're playing as, is going to die. But then we, like, you know, as the main character, we change the fate. We're too good.
That's all I've ever been able to see.
Dang.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
Dang. After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time. Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Man.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I feel like that's gonna be so important, man. Like I said, she might see like Wise dying or Belle, but then we change destiny because we're the heroes. I used to wonder if I could just hold back tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartmans engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe the Tops demands it and wants to improve his reputation. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they've becoming so desperate, afraid of becoming abandoned by the mighty Tops. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are heroes nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward. Who's gonna bring the body?
Proxy, do you believe that the future?
I guess I'll
can
stay
be
here for a bit
changed?
and we just come back for later to prove that she went out.
That's
In my
Oh.
memory.
Oh no, I wanted to hear Wise say that.
Countless times already.
Man. Because I feel like, you know, that's gonna happen, man.
My only sleep is misfortune.
I think two things will happen. I think Wise will
Why can't I
unlock
even
his combat capabilities, whether he be playable or not. But like, whoever this person that's gonna bring the sacrifice to destroy New Eridu, I think Wise or Bell would be the one to use their power to stop them. But then also too, like maybe Vivian will see it, where maybe Wise or Bell doesn't win the fight.
I've got it.
But then, you know, like I said, as main characters, we're going to change destiny. I wish I heard that conversation with Wise and Vivian just now. Because maybe that might have been a hint, like some foreshadowing.
Proxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
But yeah, like so far, man, I really love the Mockingbird, like with their stories. They're so intriguing. Like Vivian already, man, like it's such a, you know, a very unfortunate power. No, we got two of the robots here. Didn't even see the second one.
The melody of combat. Recalibrating. This bullet will reach its mark.
Right on cue.
The target's weary.
Did I miss? I don't think so.
Ether vision activate.
And that's so cool. With like Trigger's ability, like it looks like all three of them are fighting at the same time.
Increase firepower.
So cool.
Down strategy.
Like you can see them just like be on the same screen.
Adjusting for wind.
Move behind me.
I feel like I am. Well, for a moment there, I was not aiming right. I feel like I'm kind of playing Trigger wrong. I don't know. It's just like her meter thing. I'm guessing it's supposed to be depleted like more often, but like it's always been full for me. Like I've not been consuming it that much. It seems. Like I don't know if I'm playing her wrong.
Recalibrating.
Right on cue.
Sniper's Creed.
Let's go. One shot, one kill. There we go. That was satisfying.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and NB leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
Yeah, I just realized like they really can't bring Soldier 11. Like I feel like she's gonna be so irrelevant to the story now, just because Anby doesn't want to be around her. Man, because you know she doesn't want her to remember Anby. Like yeah, if we're gonna see the Oboe Squad, like it's either gonna be Trigger and Soldier 11, or Trigger and Anby. Like you can't have Anby be in the same area or time and place with Soldier 11.
Can you tell me a little more about your visions of misfortune?
It's a really long story. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations, but every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Did she call me Master Proxy just because of Lycan? He's the only one that calls me that. I don't remember if the other Victoria housekeeping calls me that, but you know, during that time it's only Lycan that called me that.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really? Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Alright. Nothing else to get around here. Found it, the vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in there. Why the vending machine? That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot? Anyway, let's look around first. You search the vending machine up and down, but find nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
You get this? Nothing back here? Okay. So yeah, because Anby and Trigger are not here anymore, I'm guessing there's no more combat. It's just gonna be you know, us looking around. Unless we can play as Vivian, that would be amazing, but I kinda doubt it. I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bringer's belongings. What could they be? You searched the vending machine in front of you thoroughly, still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Alright. This vending machine? Proxy, I have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. Is this your prophecy? No, I've never predicted anything good. Anyway, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you're about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. There we go. Wow, Master Proxy. So this is how it's done. You're leagues ahead of a professional intelligence brokers. That was by accident, so... Uh-oh, Hugo? What? So yeah, are they gonna... They're gonna know each other now? Like... Bringer's notebook. Old and worn looking. It seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind.
Okay, what about Hugo? We just saw him. Did you not see that, Vivian? Isn't that your partner in crime?
But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
Are we not going to... like, talk about Hugo there? You and Vivian flipped through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time. Okay, so we're just ignoring it. Until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing off it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, he also calls me that too.
Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
So yeah, I think they are within the same faction. But the whole like purple look, it is a nice purple. Or blue, like, or whatever it is. I think it's purple. It is a nice color.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion.
Dear
I
companion.
have complete confidence in your strength.
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I mean, are those real identities? Are those your real names? Are you actually Hugo and Vivian?
I guess that makes sense.
I'll just try to be friendly for now. I don't want to bring up Lycon.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
I'm just really curious about Jack. Like, what happened to him? Because if he's the mentor, like, he would not approve of Hugo's methods. Or does he just respect Hugo's, methods in general? Or was he, like, already gone by the time they split?
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu.
Okay.
We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do.
Man, that's gonna be like a dilemma. Because, man, I'm not sure if, like, Lycon will appreciate me working with them. I think he'll respect us. I think as long as we don't do anything where, we kill someone like Hugo. But I feel like Lycon would be fine if we, work with them. If we don't, actually go through with, like, any killing.
And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal.
Yeah, so I guess he won't be using the core. I thought about it at first because, he doesn't like the rich people and stuff and whatever. But, like, because he's playable, like, he's got to be, like, a good guy. And yeah, like, I assume he wouldn't do it anyway. Like, like later on, he probably wouldn't do it just because, there might be some, some innocents also hurt along the way. Because, that power might be a bit too much where if he were to use it, he probably can't guarantee that, the good people will live. They might be, like, caught in the crossfires.
We share the same goal for the moment. stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you?
I do like that. Because I feel like with Lycon, he would, I think he would probably see this as like an opportunity maybe for getting the core. But also at the same time, if Mockingbird would betray us, like Lycon would probably be there. Like he would also just be worried about our safety too. Like if he would feel more comfortable if he was there along with us.
He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Okay. It's what? Sons of Caledon, Cunning Hares. What else? Bellabog? Maybe? Well, if those are the terms, you've got a deal.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
A fancy collectible. A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
I don't know if I trust it. What if it's like a bug, like a listening device?
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Okay, I think that was it for the... Yeah, for that. For the outer ring. But yeah, both, like Vivian and Hugo, man. I love their backstories. Wait, what the heck? I just saw Hugo for a bit. I think we were like playing as him. After leaving the Hollow, Hugo and the others returned to the video store. Oh wait, no, we are him, okay. Nice, we get to play as him. Oh yeah, he's gonna be cool to play as. I like the scythe thing that he has going on. Like I said, it reminds me of Ruby. But Vivian, yo. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before. Oh. Find Casey. Find the intermediary Casey. Who's Casey? Is that the... Oh no. Wait. Well, he is blonde. I was about to say, was it that blonde guy that I was talking about like a few videos ago where he wasn't important? Like our, the guy who made us the legendary proxy? Well, well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo, long time no see. I assume you finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me, no shortage of big names among them. Of course, I also recommended your gallery to them as instructed, and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff so suddenly, you're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Now, Time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. Okay. Metro station. Let's meet at Lumina Square. Something more presentable. I mean, if he's in a suit and tie, I'm guessing that would be it. Oh yeah, there you go. I see a suit and tie there. I mean, I would just talk about the serious guy, maybe? Huh? When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman. The left hand holds death, the right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. I can't get over this embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks. I knew I could count on you. I guess that's why he wouldn't want to, he wants us to tail him and not him. Because, if he gets spotted, then, it might be a bit fishy the next time they meet. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction. That Robe of Heroes stunt? I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. Yeah, they mentioned that a lot, the organ stuff. So I guess like with Anby's story, it's really not finished. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded dudes doing all kinds of mess up things that can make your blood boil and sweep everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman, he's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know, relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head-on. You better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it more as a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family is in bed with those Exaltus lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Lycon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, I guess he doesn't know. What? I know you two split up. Oh, okay. He knows. But it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know, don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. Alright, fine. Good luck. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. I'm guessing it's the girl. So that Mockingbird Phantom Thieves Syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Tops remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. But doesn't the mere existence of the Mockingbird serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among these evildoers. Oh, really? But what can they really actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird is like a fly, annoying but not deadly, so they just let it be. So, what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you should have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want to change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be to be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining tops. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join tops, many would probably defect immediately. True. Who would turn down money? Ugh. It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. we're still playing as him. But yeah, we'll go meet up with him in the next video. Yeah, we'll see how this whole flashback thing plays out. I never noticed that before. What the heck? It's like a female icon model there. But anyway, guys, yeah, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good